the Type 94. And ladies and gentlemen, before we begin that, up next we're going to start another ceiling tile diorama. And one thing I wanted to do was get the C glued on to the ceiling tile. Now I still got to finish getting the rest of it on there. It's a little crinkly, but I'll fix that. We'll get that taken care of. But once you get it hung up, you're not going to really see a whole lot. And I wanted to get that done. Plus, I got to clean out the workbench a little bit so I can get the ceiling tile on there. But wanted to show that really quick before I get a little further. However, I wanted to... I couldn't decide what ship I wanted to build. I either wanted to build a like a sailing ship. And I was thinking Black Pearl, you know, try a little bit of fantasy. I thought about the old aircraft carrier kits. I thought about that. I was almost going to do a battleship, but I didn't want to do like the Missouri. I want to do like the Iowa. You know, just some little footnote in history type. What I like to do. Then I decided, well, I'd like to do a submarine. I thought the Oklahoma, the USS Oklahoma submarine, which is a Virginia class, and I was going to try to do that because I just started building it, but the model kit of the Virginia class is only like that big, and I was like, something a little bit bigger. So I decided we are going to do the USS Batfish, which is here in the great state of Oklahoma, in Muskogee, Oklahoma, which is a couple of towns that way. So I decided to we're going to use an old Oberville lionfish kit, which box seen better days. This says you know, it's a Baleo class, and I don't know if that's actually Baleo, maybe a Gato, but to me, I really couldn't really see any difference. There's probably some. It's probably got, you know, the Gato's probably got 100 portholes, and the Baleo's got 98, and that's probably the difference. I don't know. I tried to look. There's probably little differences, but for what I want to do on the ceiling tile, this will work out, and it looks like the Batfish, so we're going to go with that. But anyway, I have a stipulation when I build ceiling tiles, and that is you should be able to get either that model or get an equivalent of that model for the you know, if you looked up and see, you know, that model, you know, hey, I want to build something like that, you should be able to get it at the hobby store and or online. But anyway, more on that later. It's going to be a 3-day weekend, so we'll work on that too and try to get the, anyway, we'll start on that this upcoming week. The Type 94, hopefully you can see it. Got the figure pretty much done. I just got to finish sanding him down. The only thing I haven't done is his put his little sword there, which I got to do a little research. I think, you know, it's got the little handle there. I think there's a little, I want to say tassel or something that hangs from there. I got to figure out what that is, but anyway, I'll jump on that. But the tank's done. I did add one more little bit of stowage, and that was the big pouch there on the back. Again, I don't like to do specific stowage. I like to do kind of like a generic in a way, you know, because you're not going to really, it's not going to be the focal point. It's just going to be, you know, make stuff busy on it. I think it turned out pretty darn slick. Now, one thing I'm going to have to do is I got to add a little tongue before I get a little on the strap, you know, where you pull. Before I get, you know, someone say, hey, that's not accurate, don't have a tongue on it. But anyway, I'll probably add some little bit of like rope, to, you know, like they tied it down to the, you know, tools and stuff, and not just throw it in there like construction workers do, which, you know, they might have done that too. But anyway, so that's ready to go. I just need to shoot some primer on it, make sure I got everything sanded down, and then we can start painting this weekend. Figure's pretty darn slick. He does get clear goggles, so that'll be on last. But I think he pretty well detailed. Again, I got most of him sanded down. I got just a little bit more, and I really need to shoot him primer to see him in different colors so I can see where I missed. And of course, we got to fix the shoulder to make it seamless, and then work on him. Base. I am not a carpenter, so wood bases, you know, they're hit and miss. I do have a few carpenter friends that do it, but they're so busy making bases for everyone else, it's hard for me to get a hold of them to, you know, do it. Plus, I like to sell them at shows. That's also thing. So I just took a styrene, basically made it about 2 inches square. I didn't want to make a big diorama because I was going to do a big base like that, but it's too much, you know. I wanted to keep it more compact, like so. Because basically we're going to have the tank, the figure standing, and then dirt, and I want to try to do tropical like leaves, you know, hanging out. You know, anyway, just it's real compact, and you're focusing on the figure and the tank, not the base. And I want to try to do something different. I always do you know, either solid black or you do like a wood base. And I think this time I'm going to get that sanded down. I want to make the base basically Japanese camo around the edges. I think that would look pretty darn slick. Anyway, it's a one-off, so we'll have fun doing it. But anyway, that's what I got going on today. We are starting the under the sea ceiling tile, and the tank is ready to be painted. So that's what we got going on today. So stay tuned for the next exciting episode.